I'd be happy to provide a comprehensive description of the sonla tomato, chua sonla, particularly focusing on the segmented tomato variety, chua mui, which is a local delicacy of the Yen Chau region
You know
in
how they
Sonla,
say
Vietnam.
don't judge a book by its cover? Well, what about a fruit? Today we're talking about a tomato that's lumpy, uneven, and, well, frankly, kind of weird looking. And yet an entire city is absolutely obsessed with it.
So, what's the deal? Why on earth are people in Hanoi going crazy for this particular ugly tomato? The answer, it turns out, is a fascinating story about taste, tradition, and the secret powers hidden in our food.
All right, first things first, let's meet the star of our show in Section 1, the strange, ugly tomato.
Now, this isn't just any old tomato. It's called chua mui, which translates to ribbed tomato. It's an heirloom variety from the Sơn La region of Vietnam, and what's really cool is that it's been passed down generation after generation. This isn't some modern hybrid. We're talking about a living piece of history here.
And let's be honest about how it looks. It's unconventional. People literally describe it as strange. The fruits are all lopsided. They come in all different sizes, from a small 0.2 kilograms to these massive 0.8 kilogram monsters. And get this, they don't even ripen evenly. You might have to let it sit on your counter for a few days to get that perfect red. I mean, by all accounts, this is the tomato that should get rejected.
So, if it looks so odd, why is everyone so obsessed? Well, that's where things get really interesting. Let's dive into Section 2, the secret inside.
Because on the inside, the chua mui is a total superstar. It's got way more flesh and pulp and hardly any seeds. But the real game changer is the flavor. It's described as incredibly rich and fragrant, which makes it perfect for pretty much anything. A raw salad, a cooked sauce, you name it. It makes that perfectly round, uniform supermarket tomato seem, well, pretty bland in comparison.
And the numbers, they totally back up this craze. It all starts with the price. People are willing to pay a premium, somewhere around 40,000 to 50,000 Vietnamese dong per kilogram, because they know what's inside is absolutely worth it.
That demand translates into some staggering sales figures. A typical vendor can sell between 50 and 80 kilograms of these tomatoes every single day. That's a massive amount, which just shows this isn't some small niche thing.
And on a peak day, oh, that number can jump to 100 kilograms, or mo ta in Vietnamese, an entire metric hundredweight of these so-called ugly tomatoes sold by vendors daily. It's a full-blown obsession.
You know, the chua mui is such a great example of the hidden power of tomatoes. So, in Section 3, let's zoom out a bit and look at the superpowers that all tomatoes share.
While this special heirloom variety is an amazing story, it's really part of a much bigger picture. The truth is, pretty much all tomatoes, from the fancy heirloom ones to the humble cherry tomato, are nutritional powerhouses.
I mean, just look at this list. Tomatoes are loaded with antioxidants like lycopene, and research suggests that can help lower the risk of certain cancers. They're fantastic for your heart health, helping to regulate blood pressure, and the benefits just keep on coming. Better vision, a stronger immune system, and even healthier skin and hair. It's a superfood in the truest sense of the word. Okay, so most of us have heard about antioxidants, but our sources point to something else, something a little less discussed. Let's get into Section 4, a surprising benefit.
So beyond all those amazing, well-known advantages, there's another one that's especially relevant for older adults, and it touches on a subject that most of us don't really connect with our diet.
According to Lynn Fisher, who wrote The Better Sex Diet, a plant-based diet is a huge factor in maintaining vitality. She says it's a way to quote, keep maximum blood flow going to the genitals. And the science here is pretty straightforward. Fatty foods can clog up arteries, restricting blood flow everywhere in the body. But a diet rich in foods like tomatoes helps keep all those pathways clear, which can really support sexual health, especially as we get older.
So, now that we're armed with all this knowledge, what's the takeaway? What do we do now? That brings us right to our final section, number 5, from market to home garden. There are 2 great ways you can act on this. First, look beyond the standard supermarket shelves. Next time you can, seek out specialty and heirloom varieties at a local farmer's market. And second, think about growing your own. It gives you total control over the quality, you can avoid unwanted chemicals, and you might just discover some incredible flavors you never even knew existed. Which really leaves us with one final thought. The story of the chua mui just proves that sometimes the most amazing things come in imperfect packages.
So, let me ask you, are you underestimating the hidden power of the everyday foods all around you? It's definitely something to think about.